Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So, may I have your introduction, please?
Yeah, of course. My name is Sunny. I'm from Bihar, especially from Siban district. And as far as my studies concerned, I have completed my class 12th. And now I'm graduation first year student. And my hobby is playing cricket. Sometimes I play football. And yeah, it's all about me.
Nice,
Can I know
nice.
about yourself something?
Yeah, sure. As you know, my name is Nootan. I'm from Mathura. I'm a homemaker and I run a YouTube channel as well. If I tell you about my qualifications, then I'm graduate from commerce and I'm blessed with two kids. Thank you. Okay, so you are a student, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so can I ask, like, what are your subjects?
Yeah, in 12th, if I talk about my subject was PCM, physics, chemistry, and maths.
So, are
And
you,
now, yeah.
yeah, are
Yeah.
you an average student or brilliant?
In school, I'm from Bihar, so you can just consider me as a brilliant student. In math, especially, I'm very hardworking person. So yeah, you can consider me brilliant student.
Okay, okay,
But when it comes to
nice.
English, so in in these things, I'm a bit lower class.
Don't say this. See, it's not about English language. It's about like I was not asking about just English. I was asking about the all the things, all the subjects. Okay. So as you told that you are very good at in
Yeah.
maths. Okay, you are very good in maths. So this means
Oh,
you are a brilliant boy because there are many
yeah.
people they take math subject as a bugbear, as a baggage
Yeah.
problem, right? So and it's very easy for you maybe math
Yeah, yeah.
subject.
Like quite easy for me. Even physics is quite easy for me because we can relate maths and physics with each other. So for that reason, I think maths and physics gets easy for me. Sometimes chemistry is also chemistry has also involvement of maths. So in that case, you can just consider chemistry is also. You can just consider I'm better student in subject. When it comes to language, in that case I can be lack, but apart from that, I'm good student in subjects.
Okay, nice. So, do you have any environment at your place or in your school?
No, not at all. Here is no any environment here. I can bet that nobody in my village knows even single sentences of English speaking.
Okay,
Here if I talk about the students, they never focus on language. They never focus on communication skill. They only do study, and they chase degree. They focus on
okay,
yeah, they focus on degree only. Thereupon they have no any other desire to learn this language. Some of are very brilliant, and some of but majority of are they never focus.
okay. And what about your teachers?
My
They,
teacher
they
are
they
my
speak in
teachers are
English.
also same. My teachers are also
Sorry,
same. My teachers
the
are also
same.
same. They don't know how to
Okay,
speak English. How to speak English. Even I am the better one among them.
okay, nice, interesting.
Yeah.
So, how did you get this much fluency and command, good command? So, can you please tell me about your journey, English journey?
Yeah.
How did you started?
Of course, of course. I had started English learning 2 months back, and that when I started at my initial stages, I was not able to speak single sentences. When I was trying to speak, that time I was doing so many mistakes in different like in different field. Like whenever I was trying to speak a sentence, that time I was making mistakes in grammar. Sometimes I was not able to structure sentences, make frame sentences. So somehow I did so much hard work. First, I learned tenses, some of the tenses rule, and thereupon I tried to implement it in my daily life. Whenever I was going outside for moving, with friends. So that time I was just, I was just doing practice with myself, and that's how, I learned 12 structure, how to use 12 structure in my daily life. And gently, you can say that, I started doing conversation on call because I couldn't aware of this application. So I started doing conversation on call, and gradually I accumulated so much confidence, and now you can see I'm just talking to you on video call. It's a very big thing. Yeah.
Nice, yeah, and really interesting and commendable, I would say. So tell me, which kind of like difficulties or hurdles you faced when you were like in your like initial stage? in this English language?
Okay. So basically, I'm from Hindi medium. Hindi. I'm from Hindi medium background. So I did not know anything about English. Like when I started, when we learn English and even English grammar, then we learn like subject plus object plus verb three, these kind of
Yeah,
things. We
absolutely.
we have just fixed it in my mind, like we have to use subject, thereupon verb, thereupon comes object. So that's how it was. That's how it was very difficult to speak. So I started listening contents, and that's how I get a approximate idea, and thereupon I tried to implement some of the sentences I was talking to myself, and
Okay.
thereupon yeah, gradually now I'm able to speak a bit.
Meaning you used to do self-talk.
Yeah,
You used
first
to
of
do
all,
self-talk.
yeah, I used to do self talk. Thereupon I switched into on call, and thereupon uh, you can see I'm on no, I'm on video call. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very big thing, I can say. Facing people like this, it's a challenge, and there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
many people they fear of this, and I was one of them, I can say. There was a time I also used to fear, not just likewise this video call, just facing on audio call, or whether it's like meeting somebody like in person. So I used to feel very fear, I can say. But to conquer over these kind of feelings and inhibition, it's a very big job, and you did that. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am, you
I would
used conquer. You used conquer word. Can I know what is the meaning of conquer?
conquer means जीतना, जीतना किसी चीज से जीतना.
To win. To win in any field.
Yeah, conquer. How can we conquer over anything? Like, let's say, as I told you, on our emotions, like whatever emotions, like bad emotions, negative emotions occurring in here, mind. Okay, so we have to get a grasp over that. So how can we do that? How can we like conquer over that? So there we can use, and in many ways we can use this word conquer.
So is
Okay,
it verb? Is it verb? Can we use in continuous format? Like I'm conquering. Gradually I'm conquering.
yeah, verb.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
verb. Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, so I would like to know, like, is Hindi subject your favorite? Your favorite?
No, not at all. Not at all. Since my childhood, I never like Hindi. What's Hindi is just a language. Everybody can speak. Everybody can understand. So how can it be very special for me?
Okay, why I asked you? I'm going to
Hmm.
tell you the reason behind that. Because in Hindi we used to read so many stories. So many stories we used to read, like, and there are chapters. If I tell you about myself, then I used to be a student, so I used to read things which were in the form of story. The chapters were in the form of story. So that's why I asked you. So do you have any kind of short story anecdote in your mind?
In Hindi, no,
Not
I
in Hindi,
yeah.
you have to say things in English, but any. Why I was saying like in Hindi, because Hindi is our mother tongue. So we very easily we relate things. Okay, so at that moment we can translate the things in English as well. That is why I asked you.
Okay, I think you
So
would
do
be
you have
aware of.
anything though?
Okay,
So you,
I have. I will try to I will try to tell you. Okay, I have
small
a
stories,
story. I
yeah.
think you would be known like that is the thirsty crow. Once
Yeah.
upon a time, a crow was very thirsty, and he was very like he was just not getting anything. For he was not able to get water anywhere, and suddenly he saw a pot in which so much water, in which pot was full, half of how can you say that? Pot was full with half water, and
We can say like once upon a time there was a thirsty crow, and he was in the quest of water.
quest
Quest
of
of water मतलब उसकी तलाश में था, and he was wandering here and there in the search of
oh,
water, and all of a sudden he just saw, he reached in a garden, you can say in a garden, he reached in a garden, and there he saw a pot,
okay.
earthen pot, like was this. Now you continue.
Okay. He saw, when he was just moving, everywhere in the search of water. Then he saw a earthen what? earthen pot, in which pot was half full. Pot was half full, and he was not getting any ideas, in his mind. How can I, drink that
Get the
water?
water.
And
Yeah.
suddenly he, time, and he just thought about that, and thereupon he got an idea in his mind, and he just, he was just assembling some of the bricks, part of the bricks, a small
Pebbles.
part of the
Pebbles.
pebbles, pebbles, and he started putting it into the pot.
In his beak. Beak means
Be
chonch. Yeah, beak.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
he,
So
he put it in his beak and then put it down in the earthen
pot,
pot.
earthen pot. Yeah,
Yeah.
and thereupon the water gradually started coming up. The layer
Yeah.
of water started coming up, and he was getting very happy. He was thinking like, I can just get this water, and he started just accumulating, assembling the pebbles, and he put it so much pebbles into the earthen pot, and finally he got water, and he drank the water, and he was very happy
And went
on
away. Yeah.
himself. Yeah.
So there is a will, there's a way, I think.
Okay,
Like this,
okay,
this
ma'am.
that's a gist.
One thing.
That,
Whenever
yeah.
whenever I do normal conversation, what happen? I feel free. But when it comes to go into deep in any in any field, when it comes to go into deep, that time I fumble a lot. Like no, as you can see, whenever I was telling a story that time,
It
I
happens.
was.
See, nobody is perfect. Don't say things like this again and again. I would again reiterate. Always, respect your English. Don't criticize your English, okay? Whatever the knowledge you have, enough. Okay. What you have to do next, which is very important, that you have to speak. Again and again, you have to speak and make yourself prepared to speak on each and everything, because storytelling, see, each and everywhere you can see there is a story, there is an anecdote also means a story, a small short story, okay? So what we have to do, let's say you have to speak about, hypothetically I'm saying, like you have to speak about your daily routine, like whatever you have done,
Hmm,
like so far, okay,
hmm.
since morning and this time, whatever you have done so far, so you have to say. So it's also a kind of story. You went to your school, there something happened with your friend is annoyed with you, he's not talking with you, he said something bad to you, anything, okay, kind of incident happened. So now you are saying this to your another friend, or maybe you are with your mother, you are speaking, okay, so then you are saying, so it's also a form of story. So,
Yeah,
everything is storytelling, I can say. There are some points, then story. There are some points, then story. So we need
yeah,
to, have a grab over this. I'm also not very perfect in storytelling. I'm also working on this. I would not deny that this fact, okay. But yeah,
Mhm.
keep on working, keep on doing things.
Okay, yeah, I do it. I do it. Sometime I, whenever I, face any situation, thereafter I come back at home, I think about it in English. I try to,
Yeah.
think about that situation in English. And but when it comes to speak, I think there is a only there it could be a big reason, like as you told me, while speaking I was not getting words like pebble, you know pebble. I knew it
Happens.
before.
Happens. It's not a big deal. It's not a
Yeah, some
big
of the,
deal. Yeah.
I think it's happening with me because of lack of vocabularies. It could
No,
be.
no, no. This is not the
Hmm,
case, because
hmm,
you didn't know what I'm going to ask you. You didn't know, okay? So all of
hmm.
a sudden, when we take the pressure, when we take the responsibility to saying the things, so it happens. We know the word, but we like forget. It happens. It's just automatically, just I don't know, but this happens with me. So on the basis of my experience, I'm
Hmm.
saying that all of a sudden we feel like going stuck. Nothing in our mind, our like upper story is totally vacant. It feels like that. कि दिमाग में कुछ भी नहीं है,
Okay.
like this it happens, so it's really normal thing.
Okay, ma'am, recently I have completed all the conditional sentences. So I think I would like to tell you. Please ask me question related conditional sentences. Check my check my test. Now take my test. Related to conditional sentences. Am I perfect or not? You
Okay,
can just
I'll ask you
in
only
Hindi
two
format.
two
I will tell
lines.
you in Hindi. Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you only two lines and you have to say it. ठीक है?
Okay.
In Hindi I'm going to say, अगर मेरे पास पेन होती तो मैं आपको दे देती. मेरे पास अगर पेन होती तो मैं आपको दे देती.
If I would have pen, then I I could have given. दे सकता था. अच्छा, okay. If I would have pen, I can give you.
मेरे
I
पास
give.
पेन होता तो मैं आपको दे देती, बट मेरे पास
If
पेन तो
I
था ही नहीं.
okay, if I would have pen.
मेरे पास पेन होता, मैं एक ऐसी चीज के बारे में बता रही हूँ जो कि रियल है ही नहीं. इट्स अनरियल. ओके,
Okay.
इट्स अनरियल.
Okay.
अगर होता देन आई गिव यू ना. तो यहाँ पे सेकंड कंडीशनल है. इट्स अ सेकंड कंडीशनल. इफ आई हैड, नॉट हैव, हैड.
Okay.
इफ आई हैड अ पेन, इट्स ओके. इफ आई
Okay.
हैड अ पेन आई वुड गिव इट टू यू. ऐसे लगाओ. दिस
I knew
वाइज
it. I
यू
knew
हैव
it.
टू
I knew it. I
दिस
knew it.
likewise
Yeah.
this you have to do. The thing is that okay,
Okay.
थोड़ा मिक्स हो रहा है हिंदी इंग्लिश. सी, अगर मेरे पास वो चीज होती तो मैं आपको दे देती. अगर मेरी लॉटरी लगती तो मैं आपको पैसे दे देती. अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते, लाइक मेरे पास 10,000 होते तो मैं आपको दे देती. इफ आई हैड 10,000 रुपीज आई वुड गिव इट टू यू. पर मेरे पास तो थे ही नहीं. सो वो चीज थी
Okay.
नहीं. इट डिडंट टेक प्लेस. वो बात तो हुई नहीं ना. इट डिडंट टेक प्लेस. सो हाउ कैन आई. सो उसको डिफाइन करने के लिए, टू डिफाइन दीज काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर, वी नीड टू यूज सेकंड कंडीशनल हियर. बिकॉज समटाइम्स इट्स अ कंफ्यूजन. इट्स क्वाइट कंफ्यूजिंग एज वेल. कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है कि हमें सेकंड यूज करना है या थर्ड. सो जो चीजें जो बहुत अनरियल है, लाइक एक काइंड ऑफ शर्त, एक शर्त की तरह होती है ये, कि वो चीज तो थी नहीं ना, तो ये कैसे कर देती. वो मेरे कमरे में आया होता तो मैं उससे गुस्सा करती. ये एक लाइन है. सो इसमें क्या होगा, सेकंड फॉर्म लगेगी. इफ ही केम टू माय रूम आई वुड स्कोल्ड हिम. आई वुड स्कोल्ड हिम. अगर वो मेरे कमरे में आता तो मैं उसे गुस्सा करती. इफ ही केम टू मी, केम, कम की सेकंड फॉर्म. इफ ही केम टू मी then I would scold him. Like with this. Sometimes it becomes confusing as well. So I'm also not perfect. Okay. But yeah, there are some clarity in my mind. So sometimes I go in a right way.
When it gets difficult to use, when you translate in Hindi to English, then that
Yeah.
time it's very
It
difficult.
becomes difficult. It becomes confusing as well. But it's not a big thing. We should not give it so much value. The main thing is, the purpose is that we have to speak in English. Okay, it's okay we make mistake. Other person can understand us. Okay, in the same context, that really matters. And the way of speaking, it's like मैं बोल रही हूँ, I'm saying things. पर ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ रही हूँ. Meaning the intonation, the tone, diction really matters. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying things, पर ये भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि ये लग रहा है कि मैं क्वेश्चन पुट कर रही हूँ. जो वे ऑफ स्पीकिंग में क्या होता है, व्हाट हैपेंस, लाइक मैं ऐसे बोलूं कि मैं आपको बता रही हूँ, नॉट कि मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ. दिस
Yeah.
आल्सो रियली मैटर्स इन द कन्वर्सेशन. वो फिर क्वेश्चनिंग हो जाता है. इट्स काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चनिंग कि अरे इसने पूछा है या ये बता रही है. सो समटाइम्स इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. या